air travel, where you're stuck in a metal tube with 200 strangers, recycled air, screaming kids, and no escape. And just when things couldn't get worse, someone next to you pulls out egg salad. Or even worse, durian. That rotten barf-like smell will linger around throughout the cabin for a good while. If you've ever been the victim or the perpetrator of bad flight food, then this video is dedicated to you.
A gassy disturbance, you heard me right, led to a mid-flight fight between passengers on board a Transavia Airlines jet from Dubai to Amsterdam. It started when two men complained to crew members about a fellow passenger's smelly gas.
A passenger on that Friday flight had explosive diarrhea all the way through the plane. The pilot reported it was a biohazard. The plane turned around, landed back in Atlanta.
Here are 5 foods you should never eat on a plane, backed by science, chemistry, and even a few nutrition experts who've gone public with their trauma. Let's keep your gut happy, your seatmates sane, and your flight incident-free. Let's get right into it. Starting off strong with the so-called healthy choice, broccoli and its gassy cousins, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. They may be good for you on the ground, but in the sky, you're carrying a concealed fart weapon. These vegetables are high in raffinose, a sugar that's hard for your body to digest. As it ferments in your gut, it produces gas. And guess what? Gas expands at high altitude. Trust me, I've been in that situation myself, and it was definitely agonizing to hold in such a high level of bubbling gas within my guts, hoping to release it little by little without anyone noticing. So, how did this happen? According to gut health expert Dr. Megan Rossi via Eating Well, gas volume increases due to cabin pressure, causing bloating and discomfort even if you're eating healthy. And to make things worse, pre-cut veggie trays often use sodium bisulfite as a preservative, which can cause headaches and gastrointestinal irritation in sensitive travelers. So, when you're planning to get those grab-and-go healthy snacks at the airport, just stick with trail mix or protein bar instead. That broccoli snack might feel clean, but it's basically a digestive, smelly time bomb at cruising altitude. Yikes. Let's save it for after landing. Number 2, beans. You brought chili to gate C12? What a bold move. Beans are loaded with fiber and raffinose, just like broccoli, but they take the gut fermentation party to a whole new level. Combine that with decreased mobility in flight, and it's a perfect storm. Once you eat them, your digestive system doesn't fully break down raffinose in the small intestine. Instead, it makes its way to your large intestine, where your gut bacteria throw a literal fermentation party, producing gas as a byproduct. Now, imagine that happening while you're 35,000 feet in the air. As noted by the Times of India, the low humidity and cabin pressure on flight slow your digestion down. That means all that fiber and raffinose just sits there longer. Add in the decreased mobility, because let's face it, you're barely moving in that cramped seat, and you've got yourself a perfect storm of bloat, gas, and discomfort. And if you're grabbing canned beans for convenience before the flight, check the label. Many contain disodium EDTA, a preservative that can interfere with your body's ability to absorb minerals. Not ideal when you're already dealing with stress on your system during air travel, high sodium content, which can contribute to dehydration and bloating, especially dangerous when cabin air is already drying you out like a raisin. Bottom line, beans are healthy, absolutely, but before a flight, maybe think twice about that bean burrito. Your seatmate and your stomach will thank you. Number 3, tuna, sardines, and egg salad. This right here? This is how you lose friends and alienate your row. Foods like tuna, sardines, and eggs are rich in sulfur-containing amino acids, particularly methionine and cysteine. When exposed to the dry, low-pressure air of an airplane cabin, these break down and release hydrogen sulfide gas, the same compound responsible for that unmistakable rotten egg smell. But sardines bring extra baggage. They're packed in oil or brine, which oxidizes quickly when exposed to air. That oxidation, combined with the natural amines in decomposing fish flesh, like trimethylamine, creates a sharp, metallic, fishy odor that amplifies as the cabin dries out. And unlike fresh fish, sardines are often preserved, which intensifies their scent over time. So once that tin cracks open, there's no going back. According to the New York Post, tuna and egg-based meals consistently rank among the worst offending airplane foods due to their potent smells and spoilage risks in non-refrigerated environments. According to a report by Newsweek, Laura Verkemst committed a crime against both aviation and civilization when she cracked open a can of sardines and consumed it mid-flight, while other passengers gagged. They described the odor as violent and accused her of a complete disregard for basic human decency. Not only is the stench an issue, but the additives are also problematic. Calcium disodium EDTA, common in mayonnaise packets, linked to gut irritation and reduced nutrient absorption with long-term exposure. Modified food starch, used as a thickener in egg salad or tuna fillings, ferments quickly in the gut, potentially causing gas and bloating. Not ideal in a pressurized cabin with limited air circulation. Look, your canned sardine might be packed with protein, but in this cabin, it's a biological attack. Be considerate. Save it for after landing. Number 4, sugar-free gum. Just gonna freshen my breath, right? Harmless little piece of gum? Wrong. You're basically turning yourself into a human balloon, and not in the fun way. Here's the scoop. Every time you chew gum, you're not just working your jaw, you're swallowing air. That's called aerophagia, and it's exactly as uncomfortable as it sounds. That swallowed air travels down into your digestive tract, and guess what? It doesn't magically disappear, it builds up. Now add in the fact that sugar-free gum is packed with artificial sweeteners, like sorbitol or xylitol, which can ferment in your gut and cause gas. The result? Gas, lots of it, like hot air balloon trying to escape your jeans level gas. So yeah, your breath smells minty, but your stomach is inflating like it's prepping for liftoff. Number 5, greasy fast food. The classic airport combo, mystery burger, sad fries, and a soda big enough to fill a bathtub, hits the spot, then wrecks your digestive system like it's playing Grand Theft Auto in your gut. Here's what's really going down. That high-fat, high-salt masterpiece, it slows your digestion to a crawl, causes water retention, and worsens dehydration, which is already a problem in that bone-dry airplane cabin air. According to Condé Nast Traveler, salty processed foods equals more fatigue, more bloating, and yep, more irritability at 30,000 feet. They suggest swapping it for nutrient-dense snacks. But where's the drama in trail mix? So, what's really in that burger? MSG, that flavor bomb that sometimes brings headaches as a party favor. Monosodium glutamate, MSG, is used to supercharge the savory flavor of fast food, especially burgers and fried items. But once it hits your system, some sensitive individuals report symptoms like headaches, nausea, or even flushing, a reaction often called Chinese restaurant syndrome. In the gut, MSG can also stimulate overproduction of gastric juices, which may irritate the digestive lining in some people. It doesn't affect everyone, but if you've got a sensitive stomach, it might be why you're clutching it halfway through your flight. Another common additive in fast food is TBHQ. TBHQ, a synthetic antioxidant linked to nausea. Tertiary butyl hydroquinone, TBHQ, is added to processed oils and fats to extend shelf life, basically to keep your fries crispy longer. But TBHQ doesn't always sit well in the stomach. While it's allowed in food in small amounts, your body might not be thrilled about it after a long-haul flight with zero movement and low hydration. So if your burger has the same chemical profile as a kindergarten science experiment, maybe rethink turning your stomach into a test tube at gate A5. To recap, for a happier gut during flight, avoid high sulfur, high fiber, and fatty foods. Skip sugar alcohols and sneaky preservatives. Go for low FODMAP, or types of carbohydrates that are hard to digest, and go for gut-friendly snacks instead. Hydrate, hydrate, and hydrate. Keep it simple, light, and nourishing. So, there you have it. You now know what to avoid eating before your flight. And remember, flying doesn't have to feel like a digestive disaster. With just a little prep, your gut can cruise right along with you at 30,000 feet. Got a go-to plane snack that's easy on the belly? Drop it in the comments. And if you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more gut-smart tips. Until then, stay informed and Genius Tomato out.